Hi everyone! Today I'm here to film my bi-weekly empties video. Again, some candle empties, some non-wax empties, and then lots of wax empties. So we will just dive on in. What should we start with? Let's just do clamshells because I'm staring right at them. I have one clamshell from Super Tarts, and this is in Happy Birthday. This is one of those clamshells that I ended up just finishing up because there were only 2 cubes left. I personally really enjoyed this Happy Birthday scent, and I do have it in, I think I got it in a half bam during Wax Wednesday, so I figured I'd use up the clam that I had. Their clamshells, I feel like you really can't judge them on cold sniff first impressions. You really have to warm them because their scents, Super Tarts especially, I feel like really transforms on warm. It was okay on cold. I feel like it smelled a little strange, a little plasticky in the clamshell, but it smelled a whole lot better on warm, and I feel like this one was actually pretty long lasting. To me, their strawberry comes off way different than any other strawberry that I've gotten from a different vendor. I think that it comes off more like a strawberry jam kind of a scent as opposed to like a fresh picked strawberry. But regardless, I really enjoyed this one, and I'm glad I have it in a half bam. I have 5 clamshells from Scentsy. So the first one I have here is 100 Acre Woods, and this is one of their licensed bars. I really liked this a lot. When I warmed it, I don't know, something about it smells very kind of familiar, warm, comforting, with that kind of like, to me, it says swirling cotton blossoms, jasmine, sweet, cozy vanilla. I almost get kind of a lavender scent. But maybe it is just like, I get kind of a clean, I get that cotton blossom scent. To me, it smells like a clean, comforting, cozy, relaxing scent. So maybe that's why my mind kind of went to lavender, but it's really nice. I thought the throw was great. And there's something about the packaging that it really just kind of sucked me in because I love Winnie the Pooh. And so last minute, before my club processed, I ended up adding one more bar of this one in. I really liked it, and I thought performance was really good. Lately, all my Scentsy wax bars have been performing great. I only do them in our bedroom. So I have 3 warmers going in our bedroom. I split up the whole clamshell between the 3 warmers, and I feel like scent throw and performance is great. It always usually lasts a day. Usually it lasts 2 or 3 days. I really liked it, like I said, enough to put it in my club for now. And I have my club every other month. This is Faithful Friends. This one already went away. I had purchased this one in a 6-pack licensed bar bundle. I just grabbed it, and then before I warmed it, it got like discontinued, which I'm okay with. It was good and I enjoyed it, but it's not something that I feel like I'm gonna like miss or feel like, oh darn, I should have added it to my club. I enjoyed it while I warmed it. It was super strong. This one was long lasting. I remember this one lasting a good 2-3 days in the warmer. But yeah, I enjoyed it while I warmed it. It was a nice, like, to me, a little bit deeper berry scent. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a beautiful, deep, deep red color too. This one is up. I got this one from the Scentsy clearance. I really enjoyed this one. This was another one where I really enjoyed it, and I maybe would have gotten another bar or 2, but it's not something that I feel like I need forever, so I don't feel like I missed out putting it in my club. Definitely enjoyed it while I warmed it. Definitely a good throw and long lasting, but I'm not like sad that I don't have it forever, but I really enjoyed it. Cookies for Santa. I'm actually warming this now. I put it into our bedroom warmers last night. Strong throw. So far it's doing well. I can't really talk on longevity, like I said, because I just put it in last night. But it's throwing really great. And lately I've been keeping one of my bedroom warmers on, like overnight too, like 24/7. I used to always turn off all the warmers, but one of them is just a little like candle warmers element kind of warmer. It's that 2-in-1. So there's no light, and the first couple nights, I just purely forgot to turn it off because I can't tell whether it's on or off because the light is so dim. But then I was kind of like, I kind of like leaving one warmer on overnight. It's strong. I just don't think it's my favorite. Scentsy bakery scents are not my favorite. I much prefer bakery scents from Vendor Wax. I definitely wouldn't repurchase this one personally. If you like it though, like performance-wise, scent throw-wise, it's doing really, really well. There's just something in here that I don't love. It kind of, to me, smells caramely. And I think it must be that like brown sugar on, it says like topped with brown sugar. I don't know. It's just okay to me. It's not like a super decadent, like realistic cookie scent. It smells kind of like an artificial cookie to me. So not anything I would jump to repurchase. That one might still be in the clearance now. And then the last Scentsy one I have is Mahalo Coconut. And this one, sorry, I'm just opening them to check if I see dates in them, because I did notice one of my bars, I was able to see a date printed on it, but the majority of them, I don't see any like pour dates on them. But anyway, Mahalo Coconut, I had 2 of these, so I decided, you know what, let me go ahead and warm one and give it a try. I bought one Mahalo Coconut in a 6-pack bundle and save, and then I also had one in my first Scentsy club, so that's how I ended up getting 2. I like it. I thought it was a really good performer. It's very pretty, but it's not something that I feel like I would crave. So before my club processed for May, I did end up taking it out. I think it's really nice and I enjoy it while I warm it, but I don't need to like stock up on this particular one personally. I have one Scent Shot cup, and this was from Midnight Daydream Wax Co, and I got this in the round robin. This is Fancy Milkshake. This was really good. It performed really well. To me, so it says peanut butter oatmeal cookies and blueberry cheesecake ice cream. The note that stood out to me the most in here was definitely the blueberry cheesecake. So yeah, I enjoyed it while I warmed it, but unfortunately I don't believe you're able to get Midnight Daydream wax anymore. And then the other scent shot I have is from my Swanky Mystery Bakery bag. And this one was called Bakery Mystery Number 1. I warmed it just to try it out before that Swanky flash sale. It was kind of weird. I couldn't tell what it was in the Scent Shot cup. Oh my gosh, did this perform so well on warm. I'm still really not sure what the notes are in here. I almost feel like I want to say it's like some kind of pistachio or almond scent. Not cherry leaning, more of a true pistachio or almond scent. But oh my gosh, did this perform well. And it smells good in the Scent Shot, but it smelled amazing on warm, to the point where I was like, I need more Swanky. Like, I love it. I definitely want to try grabbing things in the in their little flash RTS sale, and I'm so glad I was able to grab at least, you know, my 2 loaves I was, because I'm really happy with the performance of this Scent Shot cup from the Bakery Mystery Bag. This was just my little note in here that I wrote so I could remember that I loved it so much. I didn't even need the note though, because like in my head I remember it was so good. So we're doing wax. Okay, we'll save the candles and non-wax empties at the end then, since I already started with the wax. I kind of feel like going into L3. I definitely have the most L3 from this time around. Again, it's like a mixture of me using up my half empties, and then I also pulled in a few loaves because I really want to work on my loaves, some of my older loaves in my collection. And I love L3, so it's not hard for me to like want to pull in L3 because it does so well for me. So we have quite a stack here to go through of L3. The first one I have is Twilight Falls, which I'm actually finishing up today. I had a few, like 3 little pieces of a bundt left, and same with Water Horse of Loch Ness. This was an almost empty that I was finishing up. So I kind of mixed these 2 in my office today, but both individually are amazing. Twilight Falls is Ocean Mist, Soothing Lavender, and Rosemary Mint. To me, the most I get is the Ocean Mist and the Soothing Lavender. I'd never really pinpoint a Rosemary Mint. Maybe a little bit, but to me it's definitely not like a mint heavy blend. I feel like that Rosemary Mint just adds a little extra like soothingness, calmingness to the blend, but it's more Ocean Mist and Lavender. And this is a great performer. I feel like it's a great bathroom melt, but also like in my office, it's just a nice melt for this kind of rainy, gloomy day out today. And I feel like this is a pretty strong performer. Water Horse of Loch Ness. This is also a really good, nice, clean, kind of fresh scent. Good scent on this rainy, gloomy day as well. Very long lasting. I did this in my bathroom a few times. It was so strong, lasted multiple days in the warmer and kind of leaked out of the bathroom. So this is a really great performer. It says Evening Seattle Rain Salty Sea Air. So it is kind of that clean, fresh scent. Evenings, I think, stands for evenings in the Hamptons. And that's why, to me, I do totally get a laundry vibe from this blend. It's a clean, fresh blend. Laundry is, to me, what I smell the most, but I can see how it would be kind of a rainy, salty sea air blend too. But I remember thinking immediately, oh, that smells kind of like a clean laundry blend. And this was strong as well. Salty Siren. I definitely enjoyed this while I warmed it. It was a nice throw, but it's not something I think I need to like jump to repurchase, but I really enjoyed it and it was a pretty strong performer. Ocean Breeze Mango Red Apples. Again, very, very strong performer. To me, it was heaviest on the apple note. A little bit of that Ocean Breeze because it wasn't a pure apple note, but definitely heavy on the apple. So you gotta like apple to like this blend. I didn't really like get a mango kind of a note, but the fruitiness definitely came out from the apple. This was, like I said, very strong and long lasting, and I actually did really enjoy this a lot. I'd consider maybe getting it again. I just don't know if this is like a house blend that she normally pours, or if someone like requested these scent notes to be mixed together, but I enjoyed it while I warmed it. Grapefruit Mangosteen Strawberries and Cream Cuppy Cake, sorry. This one was really good. The Grapefruit Mangosteen to me was definitely the strongest note. It was kind of that like fruity note. And I really didn't smell anything else. Like it didn't come off as a bakery scent. It came off more of a fruity scent, but I didn't get any of those strawberries and cream. It was definitely the Grapefruit Mangosteen. Not sure what like the Cuppy Cake added. Like I said, didn't really notice that. If you wanted to kick it up a notch with bakery, you'd probably have to blend it with some more bakery scents, but it was a really nice, bright, fruity scent. And I'd say it was about a medium throw. Better Than Sex Cake, Warm Vanilla Sugar, Hot Cocoa Vanilla Cookies. To me, the strongest note on here was chocolate. When I first warmed it, randomly I had like one or two tiny little pieces of the bundts in here left, so I finished it off. But I will say, the last time that I finished it off with these two little sections, I did get chocolate, but I did get a little bit of that body care kind of a note from the warm vanilla sugar, I'm assuming. So maybe I pinpointed that more just because it was just a small amount left. But I remember when I first warmed it, I totally got a chocolate note. So you definitely have to like chocolate to like this one. And it's, you know, that kind of artificially chocolate note, kind of like a Tootsie Roll. This was like a medium scent throw. Adipose Zucchini Bread Buttermints. This was really good. The Buttermints was very strong. It almost came off to me as like a peppermint strong. I really enjoyed it while I warmed it. It was nice. I was in the mood to do like a little bit of a calming blend. So I thought, you know what? Now's the time that I'll do a little bit of a Buttermint blend. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. The Buttermints was, like I said, definitely really strong. You got a little bit of the bakery notes, but I feel like, number one, I smelled the mint in this one. This was like a medium to strong performer. So these two I'll kind of talk about together because I did them together in different warmers. Peanut Butter Cookie Therapy and Peanut Butter Brown Sugar Pound Cake. These were okay. They were both very similar to me. I didn't really like get a lasting impression from them. Like I enjoyed them while I warmed them, but I don't think I'm like in love with the L3 peanut butter blends. They're okay, but I don't think her peanut butter is something that I would like have to get again, but I enjoyed it while I warmed them. To me, they were a little bit on the lighter end. Like I'd say leaning medium, but not quite medium. They were okay. I warmed them together in alternating warmers, and then when I had just a few little pieces left, I would warm them and mix them with like other bakery. So they were okay. Coffee bean, butter brickle, zucchini bread, vanilla bean, Noel. This was absolutely amazing. I love L3's butter brickle. Like butter brickle and coffee, to me, it's like a really decadent, great blend. I really enjoyed this. This was like a medium to strong thrower. I would consider getting like a butter brickle coffee blend again if I saw it from L3. Espresso birthday cake sugar cookie. This was good, but not a favorite. I don't know. I tend to like coffee and bakery. Maybe L3's espresso isn't my favorite. I like their roasted coffee. And what one was this one? Coffee bean I must really like, but espresso is like okay. That was like a medium throw. This one's lavender birthday cake strawberry white cake. This one I really, really enjoyed. The lavender was definitely the heaviest note in here, to me leaning like an herbal lavender. Definitely didn't get like the strawberry white cake. I could sense that it was like a little bit of a strawberry bakery, but I wouldn't have been able to tell that it's like a strawberry bakery note, more just heavy lavender with a little bit of extra, you know, bakeryness in the background. But I did really enjoy this. If I saw a blend like this again from L3, I would definitely pick up lavender and bakery again. Once Upon a Dream, I'm actually melting this today in my kind of open concept living room kitchen area. I really enjoy it. This is definitely strongest on the watermelon. So if you don't like kind of a watermelon artificial leaning chapsticky watermelon, you might not like this because that's the strongest note I get in here. Yeah, definitely the watermelon number one. I honestly don't really pick up the fresh cut grass or the fresh pick strawberries. To me, it's definitely heavy watermelon blend. I enjoy that though. I don't mind like that artificial chapsticky leaning like melon scent. So I'm personally enjoying this one today. And this is like a medium to strong throw. Diagon Alley Marshmallow Fireside Graham Crackers. This was a good scent on a rainy day. Like it was kind of a comforting, nice blend, but it's not my favorite. I definitely got that like marshmallow fireside kind of a note, a little bit of smokiness in here. And like I said, I enjoyed it on the day I warmed it because I kind of wanted a comforting, warm kind of scent like that, warm bakery, but I don't think it's something that I would like jump to repurchase just because I don't tend to like the fireside smoky notes. But if you like that, this would be a great kind of bakery fireside mixture. This was like a medium throw. I have to say though, that wasn't super long lasting. I remember smelling it, enjoying it while I warmed it, but changed it out pretty quickly. This one's Whoever Heard of a Snozberry. I grabbed this out of the Round Robin. White tea, berries, and melon. Again, heaviest on the melon to me. I don't really know what the white tea berries was, but I feel like to me it was heavy on the melon. Again, melon scents to me a lot of the time lean kind of that chapsticky melon, but I really like it. Like I wrote on here that it kind of reminded me a little bit of the like lip smackers, like some kind of lip gloss or lip chapstick that I had when I was younger. But it was kind of a reminiscent scent, so I really enjoyed this, and this was like a medium to strong thrower. I'd maybe get this again if I saw it in like an RTS. Don't need it in like a loaf size, but maybe again in like a bund puppy pack or like fluted tarts. This is Scarecrow. This was really, really nice. So Evening in the Hamptons again, that's kind of like a laundry scent plus Snow White's Downfall, which I believe is maybe just an apple mixture. To me, definitely heaviest on the apple, but laundry and apple is a really good blend. It blends really well together. Laundry doesn't take over the blend. This one was definitely heavy apple, and I really enjoyed it. This was definitely leaning strong. Pink Lilac Willow Vanilla Aqua Verbena. I think I've talked about this already, but I melted this again because I had another bougie bar of it. And again, when I warmed this, I burned my Bath & Body Works Fresh Cut Lilac candle. And I feel like, you know, lilacs, it's a really nice, bright spring floral scent. So I really enjoyed this while I warmed it. Lilac's not a scent that I need to like stock up on, but it's just a nice blend to do every so often in the springtime. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but this was like a strong performer. Then I have a handful of loaves. Like, look at all these loaves that I finished up. I have been on a roll with using up some loaves, and I'm really proud of that. This one's hung out to dry. This was my very first loaf from L3. This came in my mystery box that I got when it was my first purchase of L3, medium, I think it was the regional rate A mystery box. This was amazing. I have not seen her release this hung out to dry scent literally like since I got it in the mystery box, but I love it. If I ever saw it again, I'd pick up multiples of it if it wasn't in a loaf. I just love it. This has been like my ultimate favorite laundry scent to date. It was like satisfying to finish the loaf, but I'm also sad because I loved it. Like this is like the #1 laundry scent that sticks out in my mind that I absolutely love. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love all laundry blends, but this is just amazing, comforting, warm, clean, fresh. I just love it. Let me know. I don't know, does she still make this laundry blend? Because I just really love it. Maybe I'm gonna have to try requesting it or something in one of her RTSs, but it was so good. An amazing, strong, powerhouse scent and so long lasting. Like this was wonderful. I absolutely loved it. If you ever see this, like, let me know. I would pick up so much of this. It was so, so good. Just amazing. I can't say enough good things about it. I want more. Hufflepuff, again, amazing. This is one of my other like ultimate staples. I feel like L3 has a lot of my favorite scents. I never want to be without this. And I think I have like 2 backup loaves of this. So I didn't feel so bad using this one up because I have backups, but I have like 2 loaf backups, but if I saw it again in a loaf, I'd get another one for sure because I don't ever want to be without Hufflepuff. Great on its own. Also with loaves, because I have such big amounts of the wax, I like to use them as blenders. So if I ever have something that needs to get kicked up a notch with bakery, or I feel like would mesh good with the pumpkin, pasties, cinnamon, just decadent bakery, I'll just add like a few cubes into a mixture of other wax. Because if you ever see my Chop and Chats, I cut my loaves into the tiniest pieces ever, and that's because I like to do mixing and matching. So if you cut them into small pieces, you can add, you can add as much pieces as you want, but then I don't have to go back and chop them into smaller pieces if I cut the loaves in like, in bigger pieces. Like a perfect piece to put in a warmer would be too big if I wanted to do mixing. So yeah, anyway, the gist of this one is it's amazing, a powerhouse scent, and I don't want to be without it, and I have backups already. Cinnamon Sugar Pretzel. This was actually gifted to me in my wax exchange with Caitlin. This was so good. I had about half of a loaf in here. I don't like pretzel scents, but I've come to realize it's just more that I'm picky with them. There are some that I don't like, which is a very salty, like crunchy pretzel note. I don't like that. This to me came off more as a soft pretzel, and I really enjoyed that. The cinnamon sugar soft pretzel to me is what it is. And I really enjoyed this. Great on its own. Again, a good blender as well. I feel like any nice bakery scent, you can mix and match and blend and it'll do amazing. This was like a medium to strong performer. So I enjoyed that. Don't know if I enjoyed it enough where if I saw it in a loaf, I'd pick it up again, but I'd maybe experiment with L3 pretzel a little bit more because I did like it in that blend. Cupboard Under the Stairs. This is another really good blend. I enjoyed it a lot, and I would definitely pick it up again in a large size if I saw it, like a loaf size. This was definitely stronger on warm than it smells on cold, but it's just a really great, amazing strawberry bakery. I really enjoyed it, and I would say this was about a medium scent throw, but like I said, really, really liked it to the point where I'd definitely pick it up again in a large, like loaf size. Sorry. This one's Sugar Cookie Royale. This is another staple of mine. I love it so much. It's funny, a lot of vanilla bakery I feel like is just not anything crazy special on cold. This is magical when you warm it up. It is amazing on it. Like I would literally just do this on its own in a warmer. I love it that much. But it just makes everything else so much better if you mix with Sugar Cookie Royale. So because this was a loaf, I would just mix and match. Great with coffee blends, great with other bakery blends, great with lavender. Like I never want to be without Sugar Cookie Royale for mixing and matching. So you guys, I'm so sad. I haven't seen her offer Sugar Cookie Royale plain in loaves again recently, but I saw her have them in Bitty Betty loaves. So I picked up like 4 of these because it was like overstock pre-sale, and she actually offered this in her most recent pre-sale. I got 2 of them then. I just never want to be without Sugar Cookie Royale in my collection. It's my absolute favorite, like, bakery cookie scent of all time. Like, I want it all the time in my collection. I love it so much. I would say this was like a medium leaning strong performer. It's like absolutely amazing. If you like cookie scents, L3's is like my all-time favorite. Zucchini Bread, another great blender. This isn't one that I would do on its own. It's a little too leaning savory bakery on its own, but it's such a good blender. And this is definitely like a strong blender. Anything that I would blend this with, I definitely could tell that I was mixing it with Zucchini Bread. It's good. Like I said, I would never use Zucchini Bread on its own, but I'd totally consider picking it up a loaf again purely for blending purposes. So I really enjoyed this. Then the last one, very similar, Zucchini Bread Brown Sugar. Again, this was gifted to me in my wax exchange from Caitlin. Amazing. Just like how I said with the Zucchini Bread and the Sugar Cookie Royale, this is just a staple scent to have in your collection on its own or for blending. Just amazing. I'd say medium to strong leaning scent throw. And, you know, I just always want loaves in my collection for the purposes of blending, because I'll go through a loaf pretty quickly because I love blending it with different things. So very much enjoyed like all the loaves that I did from L3 this time around. And it's not like I'm using up all this wax from the last point in time of my last empties, like basically from the last 2 weeks. It's not like I use all this stuff up, but a lot of this stuff I've been working on for a while and it just happened to become empty during this time frame. So anyway, let's move on to the next bundle of items. Okay. The next couple items I have Wax Melt Empties. I don't have a whole lot of quantity of these vendors, so let's just move on to this bundle. I have a few Rose Girls. The first one was a mini muffin that I got. I think I got this in my Big Kahuna box I got in the summer. This was grapefruit, mango, margaritas, and fairy dust. I really enjoyed this. This was a really nice scent. To me, the weird thing is it kind of came off as like a melon, kind of like chapsticky scent. Not sure why that is, but I really enjoyed this. I don't know if it's something in like the fairy dust or grapefruit, mango, margarita. I don't know, but I really enjoyed this. This was a good summertime scent. This was like a medium throw. I did this in the office while I was working one day, so I was like, definitely could smell the scent because I have warmers right by my desk. But personally, I don't feel like this was like a super long lasting scent because I could tell like when I would put my nose in the warmer, to me it kind of just smelled like a wax scent after a few hours, so then I just ended up changing it out. But while it was going, I thought it smelled really good. Not something I feel like I would like repurchase, but I enjoyed it while I warmed it. And then this is Morning Sex. My husband really liked this scent. Like I said, it's been so gloomy and rainy this spring, so I asked him, what scent would you like me to warm today? And he always says, oh, do like a rainy day scent or something. And I don't know why, I just feel like this spa, clean, fresh kind of scent reminds me a little bit of like a rainy day, but it's super good. I would definitely pick this up again, especially because my husband liked it so much. This was a leaning, like strong scent to me. I thought it was pretty long lasting and I thought that it was really good. So definitely would pick that up again. A few Pharmacist's Daughter. This is freshly baked. This was really good. I enjoyed it. It's not my absolute favorite like coffee house blend of theirs, but I definitely enjoyed it. I think I have another freshly baked souffle in my collection, so I'll definitely enjoy it while I warm it, but I don't know if it's like my top coffee house bakery blend of theirs. But this one, if anything, would be good like blended too. I think I only had a few chunks left, and I believe I mixed it with some of my L3 Sugar Cookie Royale. Like seriously, this blends amazing with anything. So I think to kick it up a notch on sweetness, just because the pie crust zucchini bread and funnel cake, they're not overly sweet bakery scents. I kicked it up a notch with the Sugar Cookie Royale and it made it a little bit better. So yeah, that was fine. That was about a medium throw. Dewdrop. So this is interesting. I think I had this in an empties video some time back. And I remember thinking like the sample I did of this was super good. Then the other snowflake shape, I remember it being kind of light. Then I did this other snowflake shape and I thought it was so good again, like to the point where I actually picked up Dewdrop. I saw it in souffles on their website and I ended up picking up 2 souffles of it because I really loved it so much. So I feel like it's the warmers and like the time of day, because the next time I did this one, like when I did this one and I thought it smelled so strong and did so well and was so long lasting, it was a little bit of a warmer spring day. The sun was beating into my office. I feel like it was making the scent throw a lot better, when the other time I did it, I think it was a little bit colder, and I just didn't smell the scent like spread out through the room as much. So I don't know. Definitely don't count out scents that you feel like would be good performers, but it just didn't perform well like a certain day. Try it again, a different day, a different room, different warmers. You know, if you feel like experimenting. Wax is my hobby, so I don't mind like babying some scents every now and again, like trying out different warmers, whatever, because I think it's fun, like that experimentation with the wax, different days, different rooms. I think it's just kind of like fun to do. But yeah, I thought it was so good the second time around that I did this, so really enjoyed it. And I remember thinking like halfway throughout the day, like, okay, am I ready to change it out? And it was still going strong. Then the last one was a loaf of winter sweater. I think I only had half a loaf. I believe I split the loaf with Caitlin in our wax swap. This one was really good. To me, the sweater weather was the strongest. I think I should have maybe kept it to the fall because the sweater weather came out the most, but it was also good on these rainy days. I enjoyed it while I warmed it. Not sure if it's a favorite blend of mine though. Like I don't think I would like jump to repurchase this again, but I enjoyed it while I had it going. We have another bundle here of some other vendors. I have One Body's Harmony Fruity Treats. This was a sample that I got in my most recent order, and I actually didn't share it in my haul because I used it before I did the haul. This was so strong, amazing. I was sitting in my office right here where I'm filming during a meeting, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to change the scent, but I'm in a meeting. I can't really go to my wax closet and pick out a different scent, and it was sitting right in the box next to me. So I did the one sample right on the warmer that was sitting right next to me. It filled up the entire office with just the one warmer and the one little sample cube in here. So this was amazing. Such a strong cereal blend. I loved it. Laffy Taffy from That Smell Good shop. It was good. It was very sugary sweet. It ended up I ended up mixing it after I did like a cube or 2 on its own just to see how performance did. And I liked mixing it just honestly to kind of use this one up because it wasn't like a favorite scent of mine at all. It was just sugary sweet. It was okay. But it was a good strong thrower, I'd say, just not like a favorite scent of mine. This is Broadway Wax Day 10. This was a freebie I got in one of my orders. Mainly you got cherry on cold, but I totally smelled a mint come out on warm, so I think that Jack Frost must be like a mint scent note. It was okay. I don't think I like cherry and mint blended together, but this was a pretty strong performer if you do like cherry and mint. We have 2 Zape. This is Skeeter Bar. These are both from my mystery bag that I got from like my first order with Zape. I looked this one up, and on Facebook it said that this was like a citronella scent, which makes sense because the name Skeeter Bar, like I think citronella keeps the mosquitoes away. This was a good and like reminiscent scent. Like it reminded me of like summer camp or something, you know, because usually you have like bug spray or the citronella, like what are they called, like tiki torch lamps or whatever. I enjoyed it while I warmed it, and this was actually a really, really good performer. I did this in the bathroom. So this is, you know, I'm experimenting. I don't know, because I feel like my Zape is throwing better in like the springtime. I feel like it wasn't doing very well in the winter time, which is also how I felt about my Teddy Bees. Like I feel like it didn't really throw well in the winter time, or maybe it just needed longer cure time, because this threw amazing and it was so strong and leaking out of my bathroom, and it was long lasting. This was like a really good performer, like my best Zape performer to date. This was Berry Claw. This one smelled really good on cold. Okay, this is like the complete opposite of how I felt about the Skeeter Bar. This smelled super good on cold, but honestly I didn't even notice it while it was warming in the warmers. Maybe the piece just wasn't big enough, or maybe I did it in too big of a room and I should have just done this one in the bathroom too, like a smaller room, but I don't know. This one I couldn't really smell. One Sassy Girl Aroma in Santa's Beard. This was good. I had just the tiniest bit left to use up, so to be honest, like, I don't really recall it because there was just so little to use up. I do know that the peppermint candy was pretty good. To me, it came off as like a chalky mint. Like, you know, like say you have a bag of candy canes and there's a few candy canes on the bottom that are kind of crushed up and got like broken into pieces. Or like if you're crushing up candy canes to, you know, sprinkle on like cookies or whatever. It smelled like that, like the dusty candy cane scent with a little bit of bakery. It was okay. I could picture maybe getting a scent or two like this again come Christmas time, but I don't need to like pick it up or anything again right now, this instance. This is Jim's Daughter Craft. Picked this one up in the round robin. This is Her Majesty. This was good. This was a really good blend of both scents, I would say, the tea and cakes and the lavender. Yeah, on cold, I feel like I definitely pick up the tea and cakes, but on warm, I feel like I definitely picked up the lavender. But that could also be because I blended it with a few other lavender blends while I warmed this, so I could do it in my open concept area. I have to say this was a beautiful, beautiful wax pool. It was like a really deep purple with really pretty like mica glitter throughout it. I would say this was about a medium throw. I enjoyed it while I warmed it. I don't know if it's something where I like need to jump onto Jim's Daughter Crafts like website and order other blends from them, but it was fun to try out a different vendor. I feel like that was a really fun part of the round robin, to pick up like new to me vendors to try out. This was Teddy B's Pink Peppermint Circus Cookies. Again, I just have like 4 chunks left of the souffle. I don't know. I feel like it did so much better this time around when I warmed it. When I did it the first time, I'm pretty sure I did it in my bedroom warmers in the winter when I only had 2 warmers in my bedroom at that time. I remember thinking like, I don't think I smell it. Like I wasn't super happy with the Teddy B's performance at that time. I've mentioned this a few times now, but I don't know if it's a combination of Teddy B's needing longer cure time for me or Teddy B's just doing better in like the warmer months. But I feel like this time around it did great and it was long lasting. I did this in my office warmers. I spread this out and I thought it was really good. It totally smelled like a bakery mint scent. I really enjoyed it. This was about like a medium throw, I'd say. And I'm excited to try out more Teddy B's. So I really liked it this time around. This one's Strawberry Jackie O from Vintage Chic Scents. This was nice, kind of a bright candied strawberry to me. Didn't really smell like fresh picked strawberry like L3's. It smelled more like artificial candy strawberry to me. This was really good. I ended up mixing this one with the Zucchini Bread just because it was a really bright, sweet, candied strawberry. I just wanted to add in a little bit more bakery note and it was really good. This was strong though, because I remember like the strawberry coming out very strong even when I mixed it with the Zucchini Bread. This is a loaf of Vintage Chic Scent. Again, I think it was half a loaf. I think I split it with Caitlin in our wax swap, I believe. This is Goodbye and Goodnight Bang. This was a peanut butter bakery. And I have to say this one did really well. I had her regular, I think it was just called Peanut Butter Bakery. Or there was something where I think it was just called, Peanut Butter Jar, where it was just like a pure peanut butter scent. And for some reason, those haven't done super well for me, but this one did really well. The rich vanilla cupcakes and the cream cheese frosting, it made it very sweet. I can't really smell it in here anymore, but it was a very, very sweet peanut butter bakery. It was good on its own, but I ended up liking to blend this just because it was so sugary sweet that I kind of liked to cut it a little bit with like zucchini bread or something like that. But this was a really good performer. I would say like medium to strong. And then the last one, this was a bakery bag from Southbound that I rebagged into a polypro bag. This is Starry Night. It was okay. To be honest, I don't love this peppermint. Yeah, I don't know, something about it. To me, it leans a little bit more herbal peppermint, like almost like a peppermint leaf leaning, not like a creamy peppermint, like creamy sweet peppermint, which is the peppermint I would prefer. So I don't know. And the funny thing is, I remember at first thinking I really liked this, but I don't know if with longer cure time or doing it more in the warmer summer months, the peppermint came out more and I didn't like it as much. I don't think I'd jump to repurchase this, but it was definitely, I definitely could smell it when I warmed this. This was like a medium, maybe leaning strong, but more for sure medium throw. So that was all my wax melt empties. Now I have a few non-empties that I'll just breeze through. I have 3 candles, and I'm happy to say the 2 Bath & Body Works candles I'm very impressed with. The first one was Iced Lemon Pound Cake. Oh my gosh, was this decadent. It smelled good the entire time I was burning it. I just kind of burned out that last little go around. Great performer. I did have to cotton ball this about halfway through a few times. The wicks did end up getting like pretty tiny during the last half of its life, but it was so good. And this candle actually lasted a really long time. I kept thinking, okay, this is going to be the last burn. Kept going. Okay, the next night, this is going to be the last burn. It'll finally burn itself out. Nope. Kept going. Okay, this will be the last burn. Like it really lasted a while to me. Like I said, it smelled good the entire time. It never, like halfway through, like the strawberry pound cake, never smelled that weird burning wick, just gross wick scent. It was amazing. If I were to buy more Bath & Body Works candles, this would be one that I would totally be up to repurchasing, but I do prefer wax melts. I like that there's no like soot or anything like that. Or the worst part is like when you're burning a candle, it smells so good, but then you go to blow it out, the burning like wick scent, like, you know, when the smoke's coming out when you first blow it out, that smell then just fills up the room. So I just hate that, like it might smell really nice while you're warming it, but then when you blow it out, it like completely like smells like just the smoky wick, and I hate that. So I do prefer overall wax melts, but this was very enjoyable while I warmed it. And then Somebody Loves You, which is sweet carrot cake. Oh my gosh, this again was amazing. I thought this was gonna be not the greatest performer because I felt like it was light on cold. So I was kind of like, well, I mean, I hope it smells good, but I didn't have like high hopes, but I loved it. And I thought the sweet carrot cake was very good. I feel like it smelled good mainly the whole burn. Towards the end there, it was starting to get like a little bit of just like a burning wick scent. But overall, I'm really happy with the performance of this one too. I thought it did really well. And again, it just kind of burned itself out. This one, I remember being a pretty good performer. I don't think I had to cotton ball this one. I think this one did good its whole candle life. So I enjoyed it. This one, on the other hand, so my mom actually got me this Hawaii candle for Christmas time, I think, because obviously we had our Hawaii trip booked. This one was not a great burner. This is how it looked the last burn. Look at how black it is with the soot. And every time it burned, it did this. So I would always wipe off the candle with like a paper towel and clean off the soot. But this was how it looked the last time I blew it out, and I wasn't gonna just clean it because I'm gonna throw it away anyway. I think it might have a little more life in it, but I was just to the point where I'm like, I'm good. I'm gonna blow it out and just call it done. Like, oh my gosh, look at that. Look at how like opaque. Can you even see like my finger through it? That's how opaque the soot is. Maybe it's because it kind of dips inwards and so it catches the soot easier than like if it were to be like even all the way through. See how it kind of dips inwards at the top. This was okay. Are there scent notes on here? Let's see. It says juicy pineapple and coconut combined with sandy shore breezes, ocean tides, cyclamen flowers, and a hint of sugarcane. Aloha Hawaii. So it smelled super good for a while, but the scent throw wasn't great on this one. It did good like the first couple burns, and I will say the first burn, it was super hard to have it burn all the way through. I needed to have this lit. Like I lit it the morning I woke up one day and had it burning the entire day. Then it evened out and the wax pool was even all throughout the top, but it took forever to get an even wax pool all the way on the top. But then once it was even the first time, it burned pretty good throughout the rest of the candle. Like you can see it's pretty good, the wax pool. There's no wax on the side or anything. But the first time I burned it, I just had to go to bed and blow it out, and it didn't pool out all the way through. So I was like, okay, the next time I burn it, I'm gonna let it pool out all the way through, but it took the entire day to get an even pool out. So I don't know, it was fun, and it was like a fun little like candle to kind of remind us of our trip or get us excited for the trip, but not really impressed with like the way it performed or burned. All right, then I have one Bath & Body Works soap. This is Hop to It. I'm super proud of myself for doing this like a few weeks before Easter, because I always forget when I have these cute seasonal soaps. I'm like, oh, I'll bring it out on Easter, and then it's like I have it going, you know, a month still after the holiday rolls around. So this one was perfect. It pretty much finished up right around a week or so after Easter time. I really like this. This was Crisp Apple, Sunkissed Melon, and Sugar Crystals. This was a great scent. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good, and I love the cute design. I have one fragrance flower that I just started. So this isn't like a review or anything, but I just put in Watermelon Tangerine in my bathroom. I labeled the date, so I just put this in my bathroom on April 30th. So we'll see how long it goes. So far it smells really nice. I put this on like the back of my like toilet seat, or yeah, the little like toilet bowl part. I put it on top of there, and I feel like it smells really good. It's not like a powerhouse, like it when I walk into the bathroom I don't necessarily smell it, but the closer I get to it, it smells really nice, to the point that I actually kind of want to pick up another one of these because I really enjoy the scent. But yeah, I just am showing the box, and I will update when I finish it and how long it lasted. And then one random kind of like lotion empty. This is Pacifica Dreamy Youth Day and Night Face Cream. You guys, this lasted forever, and what's nice about this is I'm pretty sure the pump mechanism works by like going upwards, because halfway through it definitely started getting top heavy, and I can tell like I can't even like squeeze out any more of it. Like you use up every single last drop. Like you can't twist this off and open it up. I'm pretty sure the pump mechanism goes upwards, so you use up like every last drop of the lotion. It lasted forever. With how tiny this bottle is, I thought I was going to use it up right away. Every time I used it, it was just like this lemon pound cake candle. Like every time I use it, I'm like, okay, this will be the last time I use this lotion. And it lasted like a month longer than I thought it was going to. I enjoyed this. I think it's scent free. It kind of had that weird like plasticky scent, like as if it was fragrance free, but fragrance free to me smells like kind of like a plastic container. I enjoyed it while I warmed it, but I don't think this is something I'd like jump to repurchase. But I like to switch around like my lotions, you know, makeup, things like that. But it was fun to experiment, and Pacifica is a really good price point for like a skincare. I picked this up from Ulta, and I feel like Pacifica at Ulta usually is on sale a lot too, where it's like buy one get one 40% off or things like that. So it was good, and I have a few other Pacifica lotions to try out, so enjoyed it while I used it. So that was all my empties this time around. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.